We're gonna do an on-water review of the ZET Toro today. But yeah, this boat should be fun on water about like this. At those edges in the center like that. I think it's gonna be a nice kind of carvy boat. Really easy to carry. Now see, this has a shorter wall on it, so I can get my hand down inside the bulkhead like piece. So I'm walking with my hand inside the bulkhead cutout. That's not bad. Nice and comfortable around the cockpit, that's for sure. I thought that would be a little tighter to get that down in, but that works pretty damn good. Seat's a little loose. Still it's shifted. I would tighten that seat up a little bit, maybe add more foam on the outside edges of it. Pretty stable. It feels wide in the center. Well, it definitely feels more like a creek boat than the Cross did. Cross felt like a downriver, kind of fast. This thing tracks really well too. Look at that. So leaning back, just like I thought, kind of gets back on that planing surface. Wow, yeah, it tracks extremely well. You almost, I can tell, you want to lean back with this boat. As far as the modern creeker goes, this doesn't have a lot of bow rocker. That could be because you got so much volume right here pushing the bow down a little bit. But right away, it feels like it paddles extremely smooth. Wow, it feels short up there. Yeah, this thing spins on that planing surface back there. I felt that. Oh yeah, you can pull that stroke over those holes. But that edge is a little grabby back there. Alright, this thing spins really good. This boat goes well when it's in the flow. When it gets some water around it, it goes really good, I can tell. Like it loves to get on those edges. Narrow in the back, it comes down to that point. Gives you that ability to pick up that back end pretty good. Stay in the flow. These rapids, I'm going to hit this eddy pretty hard. Yeah, that's where this boat goes so well. Even though it doesn't have a lot of rocker, it does seem to kind of go over things nicely because of its width right here. They call it nowhere to land because it lands right in that center on a very shallow rock, so you don't want to let your bow drop. At this level you're fine staying with that flow right there. You can see the flow. I came in from the river right, so that's why I had that little bit of off angle. I almost went for the eddy, but I changed my mind halfway. The thing I am noticing, I'm maxed out already on my ratchets and I have no way of adjusting any more max on that, so that's something that kind of like confusing to me. I need to go back with the seat maybe, and it'll help tighten up in those ratchets. But yeah, through nowhere to land, Boat did good. It didn't surprise me anywhere. Little edgy, peeling out up there. So you got this boat, you want to like be careful with those edges on the peel outs. But felt really good. Came out of the drop nicely. I was on the edge a little bit, but felt nice. This thing holds in line nicely when it comes out of a drop. Oh, see, there's that edge. So that edge will get you. So once again, this boat is an eddy catching machine. You tune in those edges, you kind of just zip around. It just takes a minute to tune it in. Feels pretty good. The only thing is, like, it's not very fast because it's so wide behind the hips. I know I've went on about that 10 times now, but it's really wide behind the hips. So it doesn't want to go up and over with you. I feel like I could run like bigger stuff and not worry about getting stern enders up and over. Let's go with this whole back stroke. See that? It kind of like loaded it and spit it out. It's more of a true creeker than the crawl. If I had to choose, I'd take the crawl. It's more my paddling style, but no knock on the Toro. I think it's a great boat. Just the cross is more my paddling style. It feels really good when it gets current around that back edge. I feel like I can get back on it and steer it from back here, which makes sense. That's all. Blue's pretty damn good. Oh, fuck! That's the booth. We missed it. See it on the right? Look at the booth on the right.
I don't know what I did, but I like flipped over, got it flying. I was like in a brace.
That was my fault.
I didn't have to roll, like I just like...
No, you had a good... That was a beast brace. Boom! I fell right down in the seam. This bow's good for resurfacing. Way better than it kind of looks like it is. It's a nice looking bow and it resurfaces very predictable. It spins really good at catching eddies like that. This is where this boat does well. You just gotta get used to those edges. It goes so smooth through those rapids like that. Like working those eddies. I definitely like how the bow has those lines in it. I think it helps shed that water off cleanly. Overall, I like the boat a lot. I could definitely get used to paddling this. You can tell that it's kind of like the same designer as the cross, paddling the cross. You can feel that design philosophy, that zippy around river work those edges. It feels very like a slalom type background, like they're used to a very aggressive paddling style, and I really like it. If you've got a pretty good technique and used to edges, you'll like this boat. I would like to see a little more rocker up there, or like a little more width right here in it. But overall, I could definitely paddle this boat. I feel like I can paddle it down anything. Like, it just feels like a great boat for everything. Not as fast as the Cross. Definitely not as fast as the Cross. Not as like, kind of like end-to-end rapids as the Cross. You guys get a chance to try one of these out. Look, and if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe, because when that Chili comes out, that's one of the most requested boats for me, is the ZET Chili. I can't wait to get the Chili out. So hopefully I'll get one of those soon. But I've got a ZET 5, so I'm going to go ahead and try to give the 5 a go next. But thanks a lot. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time.